series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Houston Texans
and the Mexico City Golden Eagles. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
First down and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here we go.
Moore, the motion man right.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
Moore, the man in motion. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
In motion left, Claypool.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some room to work.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's clean like clockwork right now for them.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They get And 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. The stop there on third, they could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Justin Fields.
His 19th touchdown now in the season.
And the Golden Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Stroud.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution at that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25.
Well, a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they can score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
2nd and 9.
Now they'll pitch it out here. 20. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there.
his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Golden Eagles are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the end.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Nothing is the score after one on EA Sports.
13. Texans nothing.
On to the second quarter. Mexico City in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now it's Fields. That pass complete to Moore. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
From the gun, here's Fields. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Golden Eagles add 6 to their lead. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
It's complete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Ready?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
No gain on the play.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
First down, Texans.
Play action. Stroud now.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Ready. 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Stroud looking to throw.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Mustang 19.
Stroud to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Texans first down.
Ready, ready.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Panther 11, Panther 11.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
And Stroud now to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Lions. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
More the motion man right.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Here we go.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Go.
On second down, they'll run it here. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Hey, Ken. Sit high.
Now Fields. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Go, Reed, go. Go.
Here's Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
And it's 3rd down.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Trap 60, Trap 60.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe some explanations.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best 1st half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now motion left with Mooney.
Hey, Ken. You got me tonight.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Golden Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Santos with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half.
Golden Eagles 26, Texans nothing. Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Santos set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Stroud coming right back after the pick six. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now Stroud.
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Ready.
Final play of the half. Stroud. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he is going to have a Texans first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Okay, ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On second and a long way to go. Stroud, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Stroud here on 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Take it at the 37. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On play action, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Stroud. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. They'll try and run it here. And he will get in for the 2 points to get this back to a 3-score game.
Texans 8. Kaimi Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Unable to corral him. He fights through. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And that's on Austin Jackson, first-round pick in 2020.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Go, jump. Ready?
Play action. It's Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Off play action, Fields.
He'll buy some time right.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And there, even if you've got to take something off that throw so that he slows down to catch it, that's far more preferable than what happened there. A big miss on what should have been a touchdown.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 139 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for his running back. Brings up 3rd down and 13.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
More the motion man.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in for the touchdown. DJ Moore, 38 yards.
And the Golden Eagles extend their lead yet again.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
Back to throw. Stroud. He's going to let this one go deep.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And now here's a carry heading left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Now it's Fields.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. A solid stiff arm. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
First down and goal to go at the 5-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
With this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season. Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here we go.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Hey, Ken.
Throwing on 3rd down. Fields. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jermaine Johnson able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Texans will take over.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Velus Jones now from his end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now Fields going to keep it running left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, 1st down.
That's good for
In motion left, Claypool. Going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. We knew he had the potential to give this defense fits with his arm, but he's really given them fits with his legs in this one.
Got him tied in knots, doesn't he? Because you can see the indecision all the way through. Because when you're defending an RPO and you have to have the proper assignments, that means you're thinking instead of reacting, and he's taking full advantage of that, having a big game.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Christian Harris able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Fields. That is taken in by the tight end Fant.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Come on.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Here we go.
3rd and 12.
Punch right. Chips left. Go.
Here's Fields. That is caught.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
No muss, no muss.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Here we go, Zach. Left strike.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to share.
Yeah, first off.